Hi everyone, welcome back to my Beach Angel Tarot Shop. I'm here to do a Yemaya Womb of Creation for the month of September. This reading will cover the general energies around the month, something that she'd like to see you create more of, love life energies, financial energies, something to cleanse this month, new moon message, which is for September 20th, some surprisingly wonderful happening around that time for you. Then the full moon message, which will be for the following full moon, October 5th, and something that will come into a good completion by that time frame. So this reading covers a variety of energies, and it's looking at September, and it's coming from Goddess Yemaya to everyone. So we're going to take a look at energies. This is going to be an opening message. This has nothing to do with the whole reading as a whole, but it will have something that will affect you energetically in September. So I'm focusing on that energy now. What Goddess Yemaya's message is with the energy oracles for the month of September. And there we are, and it's appreciation. It's beautiful. So it's appreciating. It gives me the energy of the Empress card, even though it's not number 3. So I feel something new is going to come into your life, where there's a new energy around you in the month of September, and the flowers are also very inviting. There may be an invitation. She's dressed very, very nicely, very refined in these clothes. So I feel like you're going to really be appreciating. It's like things are starting to come to you. May not have been easily. They may have been a struggle with the number 5, but that 5 energy is there, but it's part of what has created this for you. There's new energies coming in areas that have been challenging, that may have been a little bit of a struggle, which creates the 6, which is like a road opener energy for me. It's about allowing yourself to be recognized for your accomplishments, and it's really talking about all those energies. So good abundance, things coming to you, appreciating the finer things in life, being able to do that now. You're starting to see the energies of this in the month of September. So very beautiful opening message for everyone. So I'm going to shuffle, focusing on the 7 card placement. I'll just be doing 1 card for each. When I do a private reading, I do more cards per placement, and I go deeper into the messages as well. So do keep that in mind. We're focusing on the month of September. Where I got the King of Swords, which can be an air sign, and the Lovers. This can be talking about, taking control of thoughts, or, those energies around relationships, making choices and making decisions, making plans. That type of thing is coming up. Where I cut the deck, I like to kind of take a peek and see what comes up where we do a cut there. But anyway, I'm focusing on this month, what she wants to bring through for September and this reading. So the energies around your month, this will overrule your month, and this is kind of part of that energy, but it's just an opening message. So energies around the month, and it is the King of Cups. Really nice. We have 2 kings. We saw the King of Swords when we cut with the Lovers. So there is a lot of choices and decisions around love, but overall, this can represent a man in your life romantically. This can represent a man in your life that is connected to you emotionally. So this could be a family member, this could be a good friend, this could be a lover, a romantic partner, someone that is interested in you romantically or has emotions for you. This can be someone that is kind of taking control of their emotions, or trying to hide or conceal emotions and keep them under wraps for themselves, so they don't become vulnerable to being hurt. This can come up in many ways, and this can also be yourself mastering your emotions as well, and getting control over your emotional life and your emotional affairs in your world in the month of September. So this can come into everyone in a little bit of a different way. And for those involved with someone romantically, I see someone that is very very different. I'm really drawn to these earrings. Men usually don't wear earrings, and they're both different. So it's like somebody that has kind of maybe 2 different sides to themselves as well. It's kind of coming up here. And like I said, in a personal reading, I would go much deeper than that, but that is what is coming up. So this is going to be affecting everyone in all those little bit of different ways, however it applies to you for the month of September. Something she'd like to see you create more of or spend more energy on this month. And it is Ace of Coins. So aces are yeses to any questions. They're positive. So she wants you to create more positivity around finances, around things that in your life that bring you a sense of stability, sort of like this appreciating of finer things going on around you. And this card can apply to every card in this reading. So you may want to apply this to everything that kind of comes up. Giving a sense of gratitude and appreciation can help bring more of that to you. But she would like to see you create more in the way of finances, starting something new. Perhaps this is a business. Focusing more on the things that you do have. Adding, sort of like adding one penny to the other until things kind of build upon themselves. So working on your savings is coming up. Any of these things are something that she wants you to create more of in the month of September. Energy surrounding your love life for the month of September. And we have the Seven of Swords. And Seven of Swords is more of a negative card in the tarot. For me, it talks about draining energy. So for the month of September, be careful where there's energy drains. And you may want to watch my other, I just did What is Your Love Story for September, which was a good reading. It was a good energy, but it was a little bit of a struggle of the ego. And the ego can really wreak havoc on our energy. It can wreak havoc on our thoughts. It's like not right thinking when we're thinking with the ego and not with the heart. So 7 is a spiritual number. So trusting in spirit, trusting in working with your heart chakra energies, and really looking at where you may be out of alignment with your thought patterns in regards to love is going to be important, and where you're allowing the ego to kind of make off with your energy, is going to be something that you're working on. And I feel it really definitely relates to that reading. So you may want to take a look at it, and you may want to watch it and absorb that message, because it talked about the sacral chakra. It talked about how you were intimate in relationships. It's talking about how we look at allowing the ego to want to make ourselves right, which then leaves the other person feeling like they're wrong. So I feel this is really getting a rein on and looking at and addressing how the ego can really bring energy drains into a relationship. And I see it coming up here again in this card. But you want to be careful of that energy in the month of September. Energy surrounding your finances for the month of September, and it is the 6 of Cups. So this is a good card, and it talks about reciprocated sharing. So you may, it's kind of almost like the 6 of Pentacles to me, but it has an emotional connection to it. So you may be, connecting to something from your past. I see a home here, so it could, something about a home from your past could be coming into effect in your finances. Buying a property, connecting to a loved one to purchase a property, selling a property. All these are coming up here because we're seeing a house in this card, a little home protection. But I do feel there's going to be harmony and balance in your finances, and it's going to bring you a sense of emotional security and physical security, because I'm seeing emotions in this card, of course, because of the cup suit, and that little home is just talking about physical security. So good, even balance coming up here, and sharing of something in your finances. So there's going to be good energy financially. Something she wants to help you cleanse in the month of September, and it is the Fool. So again, that's kind of going back. I hate to keep relating to that reading, but it's kind of in a way, because what was blocking in that particular reading was adventure and looking out into the future too far. So what she wants you to cleanse is this is adventuresome energy. So there may be a need to kind of cleanse, wanting to leap before you look, wanting to, because this is good. This isn't negative energy, but it can be if we don't do the legwork before we jump off the cliff. So it's about looking at where you're headed, how far you're going. And it also is kind of even bringing up my weekly reading where we're talking about marking territory, because you can kind of see like he's showing the dogs kind of like where their territory is and where they're going around, like where one thing leads off and another starts, where they're safe actually. So there's a need here to kind of look at all those energies in regards to where you stand, looking before you leap, getting too far out into the adventure, some energy because you're excited about moving forward, and then you don't plan things accordingly and you get too far out and you're kind of like in fantasy land, and it can be dangerous out there because there's nothing supporting that. So kind of doesn't mean don't move forward, but it really means planning before you take that leap off the side of the cliff, and being supported in it. New moon message. So this is new energy, something surprisingly wonderful coming around September 20th is a new moon, and it is the Emperor. So there is a lot of, what is coming is a lot of structure. So this is a lot of planning. This is organizing. This is taking a lead and control of the situation in your life. So this can apply, like I said, we see the King of Cups and this appreciation card. This can apply to any area of your life. It could be loved ones, family, relationship, any of these things, your own emotions, feeling vulnerable, all that. It can be any of those areas. So there's going to be more structure. There's going to be more organization. There's going to be you are going to be more confident in your leadership abilities to do something, or you're going to have somebody to go to be able to, they're going to be able to lead you in the right way. So it depends on, you know, which side of that you're on. And I also see the dog being here, again, a likening to that same sense from my weekly reading of like marking your territory, kind of finding out where you need to be, where you need to be going, like saying like this is mine kind of thing with this. There's this is where she wanted you to cleanse the energy, but that means like really looking at bringing clarity to it. So kind of getting that same feel, and all that's going to be worked out or getting worked out. You're going to feel more secure about it around the 20th of September, which is beautiful. And then by October 5th, something coming into a good completion. Wow, the Star, which is beautiful because it talks about our hopes, dreams, and the things that we want to see, our hopes, dreams, and wishes. So you're going to have accomplished something in an area that you have a dream to obtain. So if that's a relationship, or, you know, coming together more harmoniously, or if it's, you know, moving, you know, that is your wish or your dream. And it's like it's aligned in the stars. So at the full moon in October, that full moon is going to bring that wish, whatever that wish is. It can even be more harmonious work situation, somebody that you're connected to emotionally, any of these areas, you're going to have things come into alignment more so in that time frame of the full moon in October. You're going to see that wish fulfilled, so to speak, which is beautiful. So it's getting more structure around the 20th, whatever this is for you, and, you know, paying attention to the areas that we need to look at more, you know, finances, bringing the security, and staying more positive, and looking at, you know, how you're moving forward, how you're proceeding. Yes, you can get excited about the future because all these readings have kind of been leading up to that, but just make sure you're staying grounded. Make sure you know how far you really can go without becoming more risky. Making a plan, you know, taking that leadership role in a plan, or having someone else to help you with it as well is going to be important. And things are going to come into alignment very beautifully. Your wish will be fulfilled, and it will be around that time frame, or that moon will create the energy that is needed around that time frame for it to come into alignment. So very, very beautiful reading. I love how that came out. So I hope everyone has enjoyed this reading as well. So I posted a lot of new readings this week, and I will be back next week for my weekly reading, and I probably won't be posting again monthly ones till the end of September. So I hope everyone has enjoyed those. Angel blessings, and of course, oceans of love.